Take cover!
Ah, Madback. Ein Madback. Was war das?
Open fire! That's one ugly son of a bitch.
Wo ist? Oh, da ist es. Überhitzt. Granate! Skill Point. Bisschen abhärten? Ja, gerne. Man merkt, man hat es auch nicht abgesehen. Oh, Waffe war fast wieder drüber.
Not again! Follow it!
Und hat wieder abgehauen. Einer hat verpisst.
It's inside!
Rivers!
What?
Rivers, we're trying to get through. You can't let it get away. You hear?
Versucht es. Komm mal raus. Verdammt, Feuer, seh nix. Nicht so nah jetzt. Oh, ein mittelgroßes. So, wir haben es schon weiter geschädigt. Jawohl, wir treffen es gut. Und er will uns auch treffen. So, ein paar Kopfschüsse dabei. Immer schön sehen auf der Karte, wie er guckt. Schön, dass es auch stabile Bauern gibt. Okay, das war nur meine Waffe.
Commander!
Haben! Ich habe!
We got it. We finally got it.
Good job, Rivers. Stay there. We're on our way.
Wir haben den Terminator besiegt, der D850er. War weniger gefährlich wie D825er. Ich glaube, ich muss mich schämen eigentlich.
There was no doubt anymore.
Skynet had created a cybernetic organism. It was designed to blur the line between a man and a machine. People started to think that there were Terminators amongst us, wolves in sheep's clothes. Some of us left, even though we hadn't seen any other infiltrators yet. Or at least, we didn't think we had. And that fear of not knowing was what turned the tide of this war. That night, Skynet won.
I still have to run some tests, so for now I would say no.
We need some more time,
I
Connor.
know you don't want to hear this, Commander, but if there's one person who can help us, it's Dr. Mack.
Mac, we don't even know if he's alive.
He is. He's in the Hollywood Hills. We knew a time would come when we'd need him again, so we've kept an eye on him.
Wait. You've been watching him without telling me?
Let your emotions cloud your judgment before, Commander. That's why I decided that Mack's whereabouts were no longer
This is
your
bullshit.
concern.
He can't just magically fix all of our problems. He's a man, not a god. A man that makes
That's
mistakes.
Enough, Commander.
You know what happened last time. He's the reason Perry's
I
dead.
said that's enough. Sergeant Rivers?
Yes, sir.
TechCom believes that being marked for termination is a badge of honor, a sign that we're doing something right. We wear it proudly. And knowing you're wearing such a badge, Rivers, is all I need to trust you with handling this mission. Commander Barron will fill you in on the details. Good luck, soldier. Over and out.
Looks like you're going to Hollywood Hills. Dr. Edwin Mack is the one who taught us how to use Skynet's weapons, so there's a chance he can do it again. Take him that second-generation plasma rifle and see if he's able to reprogram it. If we want to use Skynet's weapons, we need to bypass their encryption lockouts.
How will I
No.
find him?
He's obsessed with surveillance. So when you get there, look for any cameras, biometric sensors, or any other tech stuff. He should be around. That's it.
Hallo Alvin.
Sure, let's trust someone who gets called Dr. Death. That won't bite us in the ass. In the meantime, I'll see what I can learn from the new CPU we acquired from that Infiltrator. This could be the breakthrough that we've all been waiting for. I need to concentrate, so please don't disturb me.
What do you need?
Anything I should know about Dr. Mack before I leave?
Only that he can't be trusted and he's highly manipulative. So you need to stay cautious.
Was Mack the one whose drone you smashed?
Yes. Yes, it was. I've never told this to anyone, but before I met Mac and Perry, I was wandering alone. Didn't have a map, so I drew one myself. The first people I came across were two guys, old enough to remember Judgment Day. We camped out together. They gave me advice, we shared some stories. Sounds nice, right?
See, there are still good people out there.
They weren't good. Although, not cutting my throat in my sleep makes them more or less gentlemen. When I woke up, all my things were gone, including my map. There I was, lost in the desert. Thirst, hunger. I knew I was gonna die. I passed out with my face in the sand. But next thing, I was lying in a bed, bathed and wearing clean clothes.
You're lucky someone found you.
Someone did find me. Too bad it was Skynet. Through the window, I saw thousands of Terminators. First, I thought it was a work camp. But it was something else. A Skynet research facility. They kept me alive, but I didn't know why. I thought I was the only human there. But after a while, someone came into my cell. A man. Well-dressed, clean-shaven. You want to take a guess who that was?
One of those guys who robbed you?
No. He was a traitor to his race. Bastard was selling every piece of knowledge the machines didn't have. In return, they gave him everything he wanted. When he was done stuffing his face with food, he had another request. He wanted a hole. It lasted months until I got to wrap a towel around his neck and make his eyes pop. You don't want to see people for what they really are. I've seen their true face. That traitor, those two guys in the desert, Mac, they all showed it to me. It's not pretty. The truth is, the only reason I fight for the Resistance is because I despise people just a little less than the machines.
So, Skills. Sprengstoff 2, komm. Erin.
Jacob, do you have a minute?
Of course.
I've heard that you're going to Hollywood Hills. Well, with Baron yelling like that, the whole shelter heard. He wanted me to tell you if I needed anything, so here it is. When you get to Hollywood Hills, could you stop by my old house? It's near the Griffith Park tennis courts. I wonder if Peter went there and left something for me. I know he'd be stupid to go there since now it's behind the Annihilation line, but then again, he was always full of stupid ideas.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Ah, dan maken we dat ook.
Look at him. He never talks to anyone. He just sits there. I bet he's one of those machines.
Der Furcht vom Infiltrator breitet sich schon.
Don't be shy, Rivers. Turn up the Jacob.
What's the situation like in the shelter?
Not that great. People are getting nervous. A lot have already left, and even more plan to leave. Even Mark and Laura saw them packing earlier.
And what about you?
Just the thought of running again's making me sick. Must be getting old. Plus, we got everything we could need right here. Where else would I go? Besides, I have faith that Baron would never let anything happen to this place. She's way too uptight about security.
Earlier, you said that a new era started. What changed?
Well, for one thing, with Tucker dead, I became the new leader of the group. Something I never expected or wanted, for that matter.
Did everyone agree that you should be leader?
Not everyone. We had a huge fight about food, where we should go next, and so on. Our group divided without Tucker to keep it together. I was terrified. I started to walk away like I was on autopilot. I don't know if I wanted to run away or to kill myself. But then, something surreal happened. I found a metal door in the ground in the middle of nowhere.
Bunker.
I was real unsure about what I might find under it, but what I did find was the aftermath of a massacre.
More Terminators?
That's exactly what I thought at first, but it turned out to be something more.
Kannibalismus.
It looked like they decided to commit suicide. I couldn't understand it. To me, they had everything. Food, water. They even had a case of beer. So, I got shit-faced and started crying over my brother's death. But I realized something. I realized I could maybe survive that.
Did you come back to tell everyone?
I did. After I buried the bodies outside, I returned to the camp with good news. After that, we were all right. That night, I learned two things. Firstly, that it's okay to be scared. Secondly, that there are two sides to everybody. Ironically, me being a scaredy cat turned me into a good leader. That's how I found that place, and that's what motivated me to help others. But Tucker, he was a leader from the start. But he had an ugly side, too. He killed those who opposed him. He was a real scumbag, but he was my brother. He made me want to be a good person for the both of us. A hangover wasn't a high price to pay for that lesson.
So, da haben wir ein bisschen nochmal Vereinsgeschichte geöffnet. Hier weiß noch nicht mal hin. Das Crafting Station.
Why do you think Skynet doesn't have their plans in the south?
I don't think. I just hope.
Kommt hier, Meister.
Do you need anything?
Jawohl, das
Can I see your
Shoppen.
hardware?
So, das mal raus. Da brauche ich noch mal eine Hälfte von. Ah, das heißt nicht mehr. Kann ich für alles quitt werden. Chemikalien hatte ich ja alle. So, glaube ich, brauche ich auch nicht so viel von. Jenny!
Jacob, I didn't see you there.
Where are you going?
I'm going out scavenging. Don't worry. I'm past thinking about running away. Knowing how much you'd miss me made me not want to leave.
Jawohl, ich würde es sehr vermissen.
Where's Patrick?
He's getting ready. I'm taking him with me. I figure it's time for him to see what's out there.
Is everything okay? You seem far away.
Nothing can get past you, Kenny. I've been thinking about the day we met. I never told you how we really ended up there.
Mal die Jute
can tell me
geflogen sein.
I know I can. That's why you're the first person I'm telling this to. That day, loud hammering woke me up. When I came downstairs, I saw my father nailing the window shut. Through the crack, I saw them coming. Hundreds of metal heads and their red eyes. Even though they're just empty shells, I could feel the hate radiating from them.
What did your father do?
He said that the machines wouldn't take him alive. They kept hammering away. We argued for a minute or two, and I tried to pull him away from the window. He pushed me away. I tried it again, but he shoved me. This time I fell. I didn't recognize him as he was reaching for a shotgun. He said, I shouldn't worry about the machines. They wouldn't hurt us. I don't even remember how. But the gun was already in my hands. I closed my eyes and went someplace else. Didn't even hear the shot. I didn't hear Patrick's steps either.
Did you lose consciousness?
I guess I did for a moment. It was the taste of blood on my lips that woke me from my trance. I threw the gun away, grabbed Patrick, and tried not to notice the hole in my father's unmoving chest. As we ran, I could hear them coming, so we found somewhere to hide. And you came. I wanted to tell someone about all this, but I was afraid to.
I'm glad you did.
I am too. We talk a lot about how heartless the machines are. And I started to think that maybe I was too. I probably would have convinced myself of that if it wasn't for you keeping me sane. Thank you for everything. I never thought I would find a friend in times like these.
So, mal gucken, ob ich noch mehr reden kann. Sonst gehe ich zum Hollywood Hills und dann würde ich sagen, dann war es das für heute.
Yeah, but where to?
Ja, wie ich dachte, wir sind mit dem Los Angeles Kraft hat bestätigt.
Is it true? Oh, what's with the dog?
Hollywood Hills. würde ich sagen, danke fürs Zuschauen und wir sehen uns nächstes Mal.